In this video cheat sheet, I will be configuring OSPF network type. I will start off with the baseline show command, show IP OSPF interface, show IP OSPF neighbor, and show IP route to display OSPF related interface information. Then I'm going to enable a debug command of debug IP OSPF hello to see how things unfold as I configure the OSPF network type. Finish with the baseline commands, show IP OSPF interface, and show IP route to see what changed. Let's look at the network topology. I will configure OSPF interface point-to-point on router 2 and router 3. You have the choice of configuring your OSPF network type as either broadcast or non-broadcast multi-access regardless of the default media type. Using this feature, you can configure broadcast networks as non-broadcast multi-access networks when, for example, you have routers in your network that do not support multicast addressing. You also can configure non-broadcast multi-access networks such as X25, Frame Relay, and SMDS as broadcast networks. Configuring non-broadcast multi-access networks as either broadcast or no broadcast assumes that there are virtual circuits, or VCs, from every router to every router or fully meshed network. This is not true for some cases. For example, because of cost constraints or when you have only a partially meshed network. First, I'm going to enter my show command, show IP OSPF interface, Fast Ethernet 01 on router 2. Then I'm going to enable debugging on router 3 utilizing command debug IP OSPF hello. From the show command on router 2, I can see that there is an OSPF process running in interface Fast Ethernet 01 and the interface type is broadcast. I'm going to check router 2's neighbors utilizing command show IP OSPF neighbor on router 2. On point-to-point interfaces, only one end of the demand circuit must be configured with the IP OSPF demand circuit command. Periodic hello messages are suppressed and periodic refreshes of link state advertisements or LSAs do not flood the demand circuit. This command allows the underlying data link layer to be closed when the topology is stable. As far as OSPF is concerned, an adjacency is always formed over a point-to-point interface with no DR or BDR election. The point-to-point network type does not have a DR election. Point-to-point can only have a single adjacency over a link. To configure IP OSPF point-to-point on an interface, you can use command IP OSPF network point-to-point on interface configuration mode. From the output, I see that there is a neighbor on interface Fast Ethernet 01. Its ID is 3.3.3.3. And that router is DR for this segment and router 2 is the BDR. I'm going to check the route to network 3.3.3.3 utilizing command show IP route 3.3.3.3. From the output, I see that there is a route to network 3.3.3.3 via interface Fast Ethernet 01. I am going to configure interface Fast Ethernet 01 in point-to-point mode utilizing command IP OSPF network point-to-point on interface configuration mode. From the debug output on router 3, I see an immediate hello packet sent to router 2. I'm going to check again OSPF on router 2 interface Fast Ethernet 01 utilizing the show command show IP OSPF interface Fast Ethernet 01 on router 2. From the output, I see that now the network type in interface Fast Ethernet 01 is point-to-point. I'm going to check again the OSPF neighbors utilizing command show IP OSPF neighbor on router 2. From the output, I see that router 2 is still a neighbor, but it's not DR, neither BDR. Now I'm going to check again the routing table for network 3.3.3.3 utilizing show command show IP route 3.3.3.3. From the output of the show command, I see that network 3.3.3.3 is not in the routing table of router 2. Now I'm going to stop debugging in router 3 and check OSPF on interface Fast Ethernet 01 utilizing command show IP OSPF interface Fast Ethernet 01. From the output, I see that in router 3 interface Fast Ethernet 01 network type is broadcast. I'm going to check the routing table for network 2.2.2.2 utilizing command show IP route 2.2.2.2. From the output of the show command, I see that network 2.2.2.2 is not in our router table. Now I'm going to configure interface Fast Ethernet 01 in point-to-point mode utilizing command IP OSPF network point-to-point in interface configuration mode of router 3. I'm going to check again OSPF on interface Fast Ethernet 01 utilizing command show IP OSPF interface Fast Ethernet 01. From the output, I see that now the network type is point-to-point. I'm going to check again for network 2.2.2.2 in the routing table of router 3 utilizing command show IP route 2.2.2.2. From the output, I see that now network 2.2.2.2 is shown up in the routing table. In this video cheat sheet, I changed the network type point-to-point. I started off with the baseline show command, show IP OSPF interface, show IP OSPF neighbor, and show IP route to display OSPF related interface information. Then I enabled a debug command of debug IP OSPF hello to see how things unfold as I configured the OSPF network type. Finish with the baseline command, show IP OSPF interface, and show IP route to see what changed.